Hello everyone and welcome back to SportsRender. It's time for another weekly update on one of the world's most ambitious construction projects, the Spotify Camp Nou. Week after week, this incredible stadium keeps transforming before our eyes. And while not every week brings huge dramatic changes, the progress happening across the structure, piece by piece, tells a powerful story of patience, teamwork, and precision. Today, we'll walk through everything that's been happening around the site this week, from new concrete sections on the north stand to updates on the parking areas, and some very exciting signs that the stadium's final form is starting to appear. We'll start at the north stand, where the transformation is hard to miss. Over the past few weeks, construction here has been constant, and this week the structure looks more complete than ever. Most of the concrete slabs are now in place, and the last gaps are being filled with new formwork and reinforcement. You can also see how the upper edges are now wrapped with safety nets, protecting the work zones, a clear sign that this part of the stand is entering its final construction phase. Cranes continue lifting prefabricated stairs and steel beams into position, while workers connect the final joints and bolts that will hold everything together. From the top, you can already imagine what it will feel like to stand here again, with a full crowd and that amazing view over the field. Now let's move toward the corner areas, which have become some of the most active zones recently. These sections play a key role in linking the entire stadium together, and this week, several major steps were taken. New concrete was poured, and the temporary molds used to shape the structure have now been removed. You can see the clean, curved design starting to appear. Workers are also installing steel beams and protective railings around the upper corners. Details that tell us these areas are nearly ready to move into finishing stages. It's these little moments of progress that give the stadium its complete, rounded shape, one section connecting perfectly to the next. Over on the lateral stand, the stadium is truly starting to show its personality again. This part of the project has seen a lot of movement lately. New prefabricated staircases, support frames, and the first touches of the facade elements being prepared for installation. The metal structures have been painted with protective coatings, and more panels are arriving on site every day. From a distance, you can already sense how the new Camp Nou is regaining its symmetry. Modern, sleek, and balanced. This is the kind of progress that excites fans and architects alike, because it's when the renders begin to match reality. Now, let's move underground to one of the most practical but essential parts of the new Camp Nou. While the VIP parking and electric vehicle area beneath the main stand has already been completed and cleaned, work continues intensively on the eastern parking zone. This new section will connect directly to the outer perimeter roads and will be used mainly for staff, media crews, and logistics vehicles on match days. Over the past week, workers have been pouring new concrete slabs, installing water drainage systems, and reinforcing the structural beams that will hold the upper platforms. The access ramps are also starting to take shape, wide and smooth, designed for safe entry and exit during high traffic moments. From what we can see, this eastern zone is progressing at a good pace, with the main framework already defined and the final layer of concrete expected to be finished soon. Once complete, it will link perfectly with the existing VIP zone, forming a connected underground network that supports all the stadium's daily operations, from media equipment to team transport and emergency access routes. It's one of those areas fans won't see much, but it plays a vital role in how smoothly everything will run once the stadium opens again. At the south stand, this week's work was all about precision. One of the support trusses needed realignment, and teams have been carefully repositioning and securing it with new reinforcements. Meanwhile, finishing works continue on the seating structure, with new concrete steps taking shape. Underneath, other workers are sealing joints, applying waterproofing layers, and cleaning up the surfaces for inspection. It's the kind of technical progress that doesn't grab headlines, but it's essential for long-term safety and stability. Moving inside the main tribune, things are starting to look much more defined. The hospitality areas, VIP corridors, and press zones are clearly taking shape, with walls, columns, and ceiling frameworks almost complete. You can see how the future seating and lounges will be organized, and how close this section is to looking like a finished interior. Workers are also tightening beams, installing aluminum railings, and removing scaffolding to open up the space. In just a few months, these same corridors will host the media, club guests, and supporters heading to their seats for the first time in years. And now to one of the most exciting parts, the facade. After months of preparation, we're finally seeing the first glimpses of the llamas, or metal slats, that will cover the stadium's exterior. These large panels are designed to reflect sunlight during the day and glow at night, creating a shimmering skin that changes color depending on the light. It's a stunning design choice that combines technology and art, giving Camp Nou a new identity for the next generation. Over the coming weeks, more panels will be installed around the lateral and corner sections, giving the stadium a completely new look. If we step back for a moment, it's easy to see how much has been achieved. From the top view, the entire stadium looks more connected, more defined, and closer to completion than ever before. The third tier is almost structurally closed, the interior is being refined, and the outer frame is finally taking its final shape. Even though the reopening has faced some delays, the pace of work remains steady. And what's most important is that the project is advancing with care and precision. After all, this isn't just about finishing a stadium. It's about bringing back one of football's most iconic homes, stronger, safer, and more beautiful than before. And that's it for this week's update from SportsRender. Each week, we get a little closer to seeing Barcelona return to the home that means so much to millions of fans around the world. From the concrete foundations to the first facade panels, Camp Nou is rising again, step by step, beam by beam, and dream by dream. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep following this incredible journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and keeps us motivated to bring you new updates every week.